What's up, guys? Welcome back to video. And awards season is officially here, and because yesterday all the nominees for the 2020 Oscars were officially announced, and so I made a list of all the films that were nominated for the Oscars, in what categories that they were announced and nominated for as well. So in the video, we're breaking down all the films that were not nominated for the Oscars, and also going over the categories for which films that they were nominated for as well. Was they gave you guys my thoughts of who should win at the Oscars and everything in between as well. But if you're here, so like this, be sure to subscribe to the notification bell so it's out on visitors in the future. So let's get into it. And now, starting at number one is Everything Everywhere All at Once, and that has been nominated for Best Actress and Actor, and that's for Michelle Yeoh and Kian Kwan. Best Supporting Actress, that is for Jamie Lee Curtis, and for Best Costume Design, Best Original Score and Screenplay. And plus, with this movie, I really enjoyed it. I actually loved it. It put a unique and different spin on the multiverse. Plus, I love the performances out of Michelle Yeoh and Kian Kwan. The performances were amazing. With this film, I was really impressed with what this movie had to offer, especially with this film that had like a big budget that was like filmed in just like a few months, and again I was really impressed because with this movie that had a bunch of Doctor Strange MCU vibes in it that put its own unique and different spin on the multiverse. And next, at number two is Elvis, and that's been nominated for Best Cinematography, and Editing, Production, Costume Design, Sound, and Best Makeup and Hairstyling. And especially with this movie, with Austin Butler as Elvis Presley, I really enjoyed this film, especially as it's like an origin story on Elvis' life, how he became a rock star, especially being signed to his manager. Played by Tom Hanks, and even with this film, even though it was really long, I really enjoyed it, especially about the life of Elvis Presley. And next, at number three is Top Gun Maverick, and that's been nominated for Best Picture, Adapted Screenplay, VFX, Sound, and Best Original Song, and especially with the Top Gun Maverick, especially with the Tom Cruise as a P Maverick. I really enjoyed this film, especially with those jets, and I felt totally real, just watching it in the theaters, and just a feeling that like those jet sounds. This is especially with the original song "Hold My Hand" by Lady Gaga, and I really enjoy this film, especially with the cast, and even with the Miles Teller as a rooster, and I love the Maverick and Rooster's relationship in this film, and it's especially with the Tom Cruise and the stunts that he pulled off in this film. And next, at number four is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and that's been nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and that is an Angel Bassett, Best Costume Design of VFX, Best Makeup, Hairstyling, and Best Original Song, and that is for Libya by Rihanna. And even with the Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and this movie they did with the emotions and loss, and even with the loss of T'Challa and Chadwick Boseman, and this movie closed out Phase 4 perfectly, and I love the what it's delivered, especially with Shuri as new Black Panther, and I thought Angel Bassett gave an excellent Oscar with the performance in this film as Queen Ramonda, and even like with the entire film in general, I just love it, especially with Namor being the villain. I just really enjoyed for what this movie had to offer. And next, at number five is The Batman, and this has been nominated in 3 categories, such as for Best Sound, VFX, and Best Makeup and Hairstyling. And even with this film, and that has Mary's own universe set in the DC universe with Robert Pattinson's Batman. I really enjoyed him, and even Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman, and Colin Farrell's the Penguin, and even the Riddler played by Paul Dano, and I really enjoyed it, especially as it was the longest of a Batman film, and even though it was dark and violent and PG-13, it still managed to deliver on that, especially with some violence, and it managed to get even more darker. And I especially love a young Batman who's like 2 years in a crime fight in Gotham City. I just really enjoy this film in general, especially for Robert Pattinson's Batman had to offer. And next, and number 6 is Babylon, and that's been nominated in 3 categories such as for best production and costume design and best original score. And even with this film and for the looks of the trailers, I think Babylon is like a great movie, especially with Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, and even with Tobey Maguire, who of course was like a side character, and even with this film, it's like it's like so long. I think with it's being nominated for an Oscar, I think that this movie is definitely good, and especially with this film being about actors living in the early days of Hollywood. And next, at number 7 is Avatar: The Way of Water, and this has been nominated for Best Production and Design, Best Picture, and Best VFX, and especially with this film, which I found way better than the first one, and I really love what this movie had to offer. But what James Cameron had to deliver with the sequel, I found it more enjoyable. It was way more entertaining, especially with exploring more of a Pandora, Jake and Nigeria and their family, especially with introducing young characters in this film, which I truly did enjoy. And even with to see people and to see creatures, and with the other sequels that James Cameron has in store for the Avatar franchise, and plus with this film that crossed over $2 billion at the box office this week, so that's a really big achievement. This is especially with this sequel alone, and I just really enjoy the visuals and even with everything this film had to offer. And lastly, at number 8 is The Banshees of Inisherin, and this has been nominated in six categories, and as for Best Picture, Best Actor Colin Farrell, Best Supporting Actor Barry Keoghan, Best Supporting Actress, Best Director, and Best Original Screenplay. And especially with this film, that I found to be a really good, but at the same time, it was like a sad and depressing film, which I found to be a really good. And even as it started, Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson as they were starting as brothers in the film, which I found to be really enjoyable, especially as I really enjoyed Barry Keoghan's character for what he had to deliver, especially with the story itself. In like the old days, especially it was like a good old southern like a modern film. And I also forgot to mention the nominees for Best Animated Film, and that's for Turning Red, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel, the Show with Shoes On, and the Sea Beast, and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And it's especially with these films being nominated for Best Animated Feature, and I definitely enjoyed Puss in Boots 2, as that movie really delivered, especially with its own different and unique style of animation, especially with the return of Antonio Banderas as a legendary Puss in Boots, and that film does set us up so much, especially if it's going to set up another Shrek movie for Shrek 5, maybe that has. But I'm so glad that was Puss in Boots, that it's been nominated and going in the category for Best Animated Film. And yeah, with all these films getting all these nominations for the Oscars, and I think with this, I think only like one can win. And even with I think who is gonna win, especially as I think Wakanda Forever is gonna win, especially as I love the Angela Bassett's performance as Queen Ramonda and what she had to deliver, especially as it closed out Facebook early, with every film that got announced for nominations. And I hope that like one or the others like can like win as well. But all we know, we tuning into Oscars on March 12th at 8 p.m. I think on ABC. And I think with all these nominations, I think we're in for a heck of a treat. So especially with the Oscars that are right around the corner as well. So that's it for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below, and who you think is gonna win the issues Oscars based on all these films and the nominations, like and these categories that they were nominated for. Let me know in the comment section down below. Give this video a like and subscribe to keep up with videos, and live updates you always find me on Twitter. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.